All right, guys, welcome back. This is Eric here with Iraq Veteran 8888. Today we're going to be checking out the Alpha Foxtrot AFC. This is their version of the famous Glock pistol with some definite enhancements and improvements that we're going to go over here a little bit. I really am liking this gun. I'm going to shoot a little bit and we'll get to going over some details here. Really cool stuff. All right, let's have some fun. Yeehaw. I got a little cocky and went for some headshots there, a little bit longer distance. You notice I cleared some dome shots there on the poppers right in front of me there. Man, this thing is accurate, and that's definitely one of my first observations about this particular pistol is the accuracy. This thing's got a nice match grade barrel. This is an alloy frame gun. It is compatible with many Glock parts across the board, so no issues there. So, you know, here's the thing. There's lots of people that have been making various, rehashes of the famous Glock pistols and everything like that. And dare I say, probably made some great improvements as well, okay? And this pistol is definitely no exception, all right? Lots of things that shooters have been asking for over the years. I love the extended beaver tail on the frame. That's kind of nice to keep your hand from getting pinched and everything if you got big mitts like I do. I also love the alloy frame, 7075 T6 aluminum frame. And one thing I noticed too, the frame to slide fitment, super rigid, no flex, nice setup in terms of that slide to frame fitment, which is something you would expect on a much higher quality gun, or let's just say a non-polymer gun. That's always been kind of the crux, right? Like polymer frames are awesome, but how do you get around that flex, right? And there's been other companies that have done some really great work as well in that front. So, these guys aren't the first ones. I mean, you look at like, let's say the Sphinx, okay? It's like a kind of a polymer aluminum hybrid. That's a really cool setup, so you get the rigidity where you need it. All right, look at the M&P series of pistols. All right, the M&Ps have been around a long time, but you notice they have that metal chassis in there, and that really helps with that slide to frame fitment, okay? So this is no exception. This is all alloy, so it's really stout, but not heavy. All right, the gun is still lightweight. In fact, when I picked this gun up out of the case, I was still thinking, wow, that's really light. I figured it was polymer, but upon closer inspection, all alloy, which is really nice, okay? The barrel and slide is stainless steel, okay? It is a match grade barrel it's a match grade button rifled barrel, so very high quality there. And man, you got a pick rail. I mean, it's basically at its core, you kind of see what you're getting. I mean, it's pretty simple, but the performance of the gun certainly speaks for itself. I admittedly did not shoot Glocks very well at all. I never have. And that's not to say a Glock isn't a great pistol, because they are. I love Glocks. I own several Glocks. But this gun, man, I've just messed with it. And Chad was shooting it earlier, and man, the thing is just pitting the ace, okay? And it's just been holding up great. The sights on this thing, pretty indicative of what you would expect on any other type of striker-fired pistol. I would say a slight improvement over the original equipment. Of course, all of the parts compatibility is across the board. Anything that's going to work on a Glock, you can generally drop into this thing, no problem. I love the trigger shoe on this gun. It's nice and wide. It's considerably wider, and it's considerably more rigid than a Glock. I don't feel that flex in there that you get on a Glock trigger. Now, there's a lot of aftermarket parts you can get for Glock series of pistols, so it's not like you can't improve and upgrade an existing pistol. That's not an issue. This particular pistol does depart from a lot of the stuff that's on the market right now. This one is not cut for a slide rider. That keeps it nice and sleek and simple. The forward and rear cocking serrations are very simple and basic. Not a whole lot going on right there. It's a nice no-frills pistol, okay? One thing initially I noticed about this handgun that I really like, and it's arguably probably my favorite feature. One is how thin the trigger guard is. You notice the width of it is considerably skinnier than a standard Glock pistol, so it doesn't have that blocky trigger guard. I can certainly appreciate that. Not only that, but the geometry of the trigger guard, I like that. And also the frame has these swells up here. They're like little steps right here. And when you're with your support hand, when you lay your thumb, it gives you a nice little ridge there to set your thumb in, so you can really get this thing nice and sturdy when you're shooting it. And of course, those swells are on either side of the frame, so left-handed, right-handed shooter, doesn't matter, all right? I like it. I think that's really cool. Now we're gonna put this gun through its paces, shoot it a little bit here, have some fun, okay? All right, this is 124 grain Bellam brass case ammunition that we're shooting here. Let's just shoot some rounds, have some fun, and see how we feel, okay? Let's do it. Yes, sir. For a defensive unit, sign me up, man. Dig it. That's a very challenging target to hit, y'all. I'm shooting a 4-inch square at about 40 yards back there. And that's a tiny target to hit with a striker fire gun with just ball ammo and iron sights. Look, in terms of in the accuracy department, this gun does not disappoint. That was my initial observation, was how accurate this pistol was. I was just so happy with it. The trigger is real nice. It breaks real clean. Got a very discernible take-up and a nice clean break with very little over travel, especially for just an out-of-the-box trigger ready to go. It is fantastic and definitely a big upgrade over standard equipment. The sights are an upgrade over standard equipment, and I would say for the price point that these guns come out at, this AFC is a great option for someone who is willing to spend maybe just a little bit more money than a standard Glock and get a heck of a lot of extra gun for the money. But this gun fits into a price point where if you don't want to spend the bougie money and, you know, drop $2,000 on a fancy, you know, Gucci Glock, which not saying there's anything wrong with that because those guns are fantastic, this scratches the itch of getting a good functional upgraded Glock for not a lot more money, okay? Now granted, I'd probably still drop a set of night sights on this thing if I was going to carry it. And of course, the holster compatibility is going to be a little different. You know, you might have to kind of play around and figure out a holster that might work. That's one thing I didn't check on the details, was if this would work with standard Glock holsters. I would imagine probably not, but don't hold me to that, because that's one detail I neglected to check before I made this video. But we'll definitely check that out. But a set of night sights, man, and a holster, and maybe put you a flashlight on this bad boy, and man, you got you a great carry gun. I am just very impressed with this gun so far. And this is probably the most fun that I've had shooting a striker fire gun. Let me think about this for a second, because we shoot so many random guns. I want to say that we had the folks come out. What's the name of that company, Chad, that does those really nice M&Ps? What are those guys called? Agency brought out one of their really tricked out M&Ps. Thank you, Chad. And now granted, you're talking a gun that probably costs 3 times as much as this pistol, so we're not comparing apples to apples. But the thing is though, that Agency M&P, oh my gosh, dude, that gun is an absolute bullet delivery device. This is the most fun I've had shooting a striker fire gun since we made that video a couple of years back. Wow, yes sir, fantastic. Huh, yes. All right, take out some gophers here. Oh, that target back there is a little tough to hit. All right, I think we're probably good on mags here. Appreciate that. John helps me with the magazines to help this thing roll along, because look, I'll admit I don't always have like a ton of mags laying around, so sometimes I'll end up having a gun where I might only have a few mags. It's handy to have somebody to help top off a few here, just so things roll along. All right, I've got a 10-inch round 50 yards away. Now Chad was drilling the heck out of this plate earlier, and I hit it a few times, but I mean, I would consider this kind of like a difficult shot to make with iron sights, striker fire gun, like just a basic type of gun. But I mean, I'm not Hickok, okay? I can't, you know, shoot a fly off the top of the plate from 200 yards away with a Colt single action revolver, okay? We can't all achieve that greatness, okay? So sometimes you just gotta let that lion lie and not poke it, okay? So I'm all right with admitting. Okay, let's have a few shots here, see if we can hit that plate a few times. Look, man, if you do your part, this gun will absolutely shoot right where you're looking. Very, very accurate setup. And I have to say, I can shoot this gun a lot better than a stock Glock for sure. So make no reservations there. I'm definitely a fan of this gun so far. I'm digging it. Yeah, baby. Woo, love it. Yeah, dude, no problem defending yourself with this. Absolutely. All right, 24 round mag. Let's have some fun here. I'm gonna sling some lead. All right, hope we're ready. All right. Stovepipe. Now, I will say that ejection, you know, it's just pooping the brass out right here on the table. I'd like to see maybe a little bit stouter ejection, okay? A little bit better ejection pattern would be nice, but not bad, okay? Heck yeah. All right, 24 rounder. Yeah. All right. One more mag. Man. Yeah. Not bad. Not bad at all. Very pleased. I mean, look, for a gun in this price range, for being right out of the box, throw mags in it and go and shoot it. Man, I mean, sighted in right out the gate, good trigger. We have one little tiny kerfuffle there with the stovepipe. I'd like to see a little bit stronger ejection, but all in all, man, you know, for something that's in the Glock realm, I would say that is a fantastic pistol. And we're going to continue to beat up and abuse on this thing in a couple of really unique ways that we're not going to reveal just yet. But let's just say this thing's going to shoot much faster soon. Okay, so be expecting that. We're going to put an auto sear in it. All right, and that's going to really allow us to accelerate the wear, okay, and kind of see what this thing's got going on. But dude, a couple of things to just kind of go back to and make sure that I reiterate before we end today's video. I like the finger swells for your thumbs to sit on to hold the frame nice and rigid. I love how thin the trigger guard is. All right, I love the frame to slide fitment. It's very smooth and rigid. And I love the stainless steel and that match grade barrel. The trigger's good. I like the nice wide shoe on the trigger. It's a lot of real estate to be able to squeeze directly back and get a good discernible trigger pull. The trigger squeeze is nice and crisp, not a lot of over travel. I like the beaver tail. That's good for some of us who got fat mitts and big hands. Hey man, really cool gun. All right, well, I hope y'all enjoyed today's video. I can't imagine you enjoyed it as much as I did though, because this was awesome. This is the most fun I've had shooting a striker fire gun in a long time. So consider me happy. A happy boy right now. Okay. Have yourselves a great day. I really appreciate all of you who support us and watch our videos on a regular basis. Make sure you click that notification bell, subscribe. Make sure you're fully subscribed, okay? And we will definitely see you on the flip side. Have yourselves a great day. Thanks again for watching and supporting what we do. If you want to support us more directly, you can go over to Ballistic Ink and pick yourself up a snazzy new t-shirt. We've got beanies, hats, mugs, merch, all kind of awesome things that you can buy to fill your life with all kinds of happiness. And we would definitely appreciate that. Have yourselves a great day. Many more videos on the way. We'll see you soon.